Welcome back to part 2 of the Bite-Sized Video Series 3 for Garden Enhanced Nutrition Education, an initiative funded by the Napa County Office of Education with support from a USDA Farm to School grant. In part 2 of the series, we'll discuss kid-friendly recipes. What was the first meal you learned how to cook? Chances are it was simple and easy. If you could make it on your own, it probably didn't involve vegetables. The more positive a kid's experiences are in the kitchen, the more likely they are to cook as adults. We have an entire generation of adults who rarely cook. Of the 36% of Americans in the United States who report cooking daily, only about 13 of those report that they like to cook, and that's the main reason for cooking at home. But I've never met a kid who didn't like to try something that they grew themselves. I've even had to make them double wash carrots. There's something about picking a fresh tomato off the vine or harvesting a beet from under the ground. That said, kids do have to be encouraged and celebrated, not forced or punished. I always keep a no thank you compost pail nearby. A great starter lesson is a one bite lesson. The organization Life Lab, based in Santa Cruz, has been offering garden-based education for more than 40 years, and this one bite salsa is one of my favorite go-to lessons, especially with younger kids. After growing your salsa garden, which I detail in video series 2, you can harvest all of the ingredients, purchase what you don't have growing in the garden, cut all of them into bite-sized pieces, and cut the cherry tomatoes in half and place a little piece of each inside of the Pac-Man-like mouth of the cherry tomato. Model with kids how to taste it and super enjoy the taste of this one bite of salsa without a chip. These supplemental resources offer similar lessons that you can use. For example, from the page 9 of French Fries in the Food System, I found this quote called The First Bite. It was a story about middle school students washing carrots recently harvested from the ground when his mentor approached and said, "Go ahead and try one." Somewhat impulsively, I grab a carrot out of Eddie's bin and bite into it, savoring the freshness of the vegetable picked only hours before. And Eddie looked over and said, "You can do that?" Kids need to be shown that it's safe to eat from the garden. In the curriculum in Defense of Food, kids rate the taste of different kinds of seeds. If you're feeling ambitious, you could add hummus, even homemade hummus made from garbanzo beans, with some carrot sticks. After tasting, kids explore what their favorite was, what it reminds them of, what seeds they've tried before, and the nutritional value of seeds. This activity, from the Growing Classroom, a Life Lab publication, offers this recipe for creating a smoothie using foods that represent each color of the rainbow. It's a simple go-to that has a lot of variation and all kids enjoy. In Linking Food and the Environment, the curricular resource shown here, students explore corn like a food scientist. In video series 1, I introduced some facts about corn. In this lesson, students investigate fresh, frozen, dried, and other types of corn, including syrup, to think about products that are made from food and what happens to food when it's processed. Of course, the Learn, Grow, Eat, Go curriculum offers many kid-friendly recipes. I encourage you to check out this bonus bite for more. I'm Carrie Stroll, the founder and leader of the School Garden Doctor. Be sure to contact me with any questions you might have.